Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm going to be reviewing a beer from a brewery with which I'm sure pretty much everybody out there, at least if you're a domestic, if you're a U.S. Viewer, you're going to be familiar with this, at least brewery, not the beer itself. And this is the Indian Brown Dark IPA from, wow, that's not coming in very well at all. There we go. From Dogfish Head. Dogfish Head is out of Delaware. They've been making craft beers for a long, long time. Sam, I want to say Caglione, I think that's right, is the founder and head brewer, and he's done some really interesting things with beer. He created the Hulad, which is actually the beer with the highest IBU ever known to man. I think it was like 700 IBUs. So anyway, I've been drinking Dogfish Head for quite a while. Dogfish is another one of those breweries that is successful, not corporate. So there's a distinction. And this particular beer, well, just to explain it, it says it's it's a cross between a Scotch, an IPA, scotchale, an IPA, and an American brown. So there you have it. And on the bottle, it's described as a dark IPA. When something is that diversified, shall we say, in its variety, I usually tend to go with the pint glasses. This, I paid $1.99 for this 12-ounce bottle. It has a 7.2 ABV. Let's see if Untapped has the IBUs. It says 50. Does not say anywhere here on the bottle that it has 50 IBUs, but if we go by Untapped's word, that's what it has. 55 of my friends have given this a 3.9, and 120,000 of us have given it a 3.77 on Untapped. Also, when I went to Beer Advocate, saw that it had a 4.09. So, these are pretty good scores. Alright, well, now's the time that I would normally go in to describe the variety or explain some of the history, but I'm just going to read this off here. Our boisterous brown ale meets well-hopped IPA is brewed with aromatic dark malt, organic brown sugar, and dry hop deliberately for your pleasure. So, there's the distinction, and as it says on Untapped, which I'm sure they probably got from the website, it's a cross between a Scotch, an American brown, and an IPA. And so, because it's difficult to discern what glass to use for that, using the pint glass, I'm going to try this something that I haven't done in a while. I'm going to be using my Pop the Top opener from Taza Designs. Let's see if it does. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Going to show you the benefit of using the Pop the Top opener, and that is, look at that. That bottle cap could be reused. It could be saved for your collection. There's no damage to it, no scars, no deformations. It's just good to go. So, Pop the Top openers, particularly if you're a bottle cap collector, are the way to go. Alright, let's pour this bad boy, see what we got going here. And it is pouring out very, very dark, that's for sure. Got a fairly resilient, well, not resilient, have a noteworthy head. Alright, good to the last drop, huh? Okay, bringing it up, I just smell roastiness. I smell roasted malt. I smell roasted coffee. I smell like barbecue grates. And I smell more of the malt than I do the hop, I gotta say. I mean, I know they ultimately decided to call this a dark IPA, as you can see here on the label. But I'm not really smelling a high hop profile. And let's face it, if Untapped is correct, if it has 50 IBUs, that's not crazy for an IPA by any stretch of the imagination. What did I say? It was 7.2 ABV, I believe? Yeah, 7.2 ABV, which puts it at a slightly higher end of the IPA scale for ABVs. The longer this goes, it's chocolatey and malty and roasty. That's what I smell. It smells like somebody roasted chocolate malt is basically what it smells like. Let's dig in and find out what it tastes like. Cheers. Well, it's got about a medium mouthfeel. And I gotta say, I think it lends, it's closer to an American brown especially because that's the variety I've been drinking a lot of lately, so I'm becoming familiar with. There's that sort of rubiness that comes with a lot of brown ales, American brown ales, in this color. It's good. It's I don't know that I would call this an IPA. I might call it a dry hopped brown ale, honestly, rather than an IPA. I'm not tasting any of the hoppiness, and for those who are not IPA fans, believe it or not, there is hoppiness and there's hop bitterness, and there is a distinction between the two. I'm not tasting the hoppiness. It's pretty good. I just don't know that I would label this an IPA. Because I feel like it's been miscategorized, it's actually going to cost it a little bit. I was going to give it a, well, I think 3.75 is actually fair for this beer. It's good. It's not revolutionary. As I said, it has a medium mouthfeel, getting just the slightest, tiniest alcohol burn on the aftertaste. Not as malty as I was expecting, or dry as the finish to be. Well, this is an interesting beer. I like it. I just I get the feeling that a year from now you're going to show me the bottle and I'm going to say, oh yeah, I remember that, kind of, and it's not going to stand out very much. I think actually if this was just labeled as a brown ale, it would be more in keeping. I would like to show you that lacing. We've got actually 2 layers of lacing right there. See that? That is some very nice lacing. So, not bad, not bad. 3.75, like I said, is what it's going to get. I think I've been a little too generous with my scoring over the past years, and maybe I need to be a little more harsh with my scores. But this is going to get a 3.75, and as I said, it was $1.99 for this 12-ounce bottle. So if you're into brown ales that lean sort of towards the Scotch, I got to say it tastes more like a brown with a Scotch added. I'm honestly not tasting any IPA to it. So, until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.